The vast emptiness of space stretched before the massive Terran cruiser, its hull gleaming with a metallic sheen that seemed to absorb and reflect starlight. Captain J. Park stood motionless, her hands clasped behind her back, watching the quantum drives prepare for their critical jump. The bridge hummed with quiet anticipation. Technicians moved with practiced precision, their fingers dancing across holographic displays that flickered with complex data streams. Outside the reinforced windows, stars looked like tiny pinpricks of white against the infinite darkness. Sung Woo, the tactical officer, broke the silence. "Quantum drive alignment at 97.3%, Captain," he reported, his voice steady and calm. His hands moved swiftly, adjusting microscopic energy conduits that would ensure a smooth transition between dimensional spaces. Jay nodded, her eyes never leaving the main view screen. She had led countless missions, but this one felt different. Humanity's first true deep space exploration into uncharted galactic territories carried immense weight and potential. The ship's computer began its pre-jump sequence. Soft blue lights pulsed through the corridors, signaling all systems to prepare. Crew members secured themselves, knowing the quantum jump could be unpredictable. "Initiating quantum slipstream in 10 seconds, announced Hai Kim from the communication station. Her fingers hovered over the activation panels, waiting for the precise moment. 9, 8, 7. The air itself seemed to grow thick with potential energy. 6, 5, 4. Instruments began to vibrate subtly, responding to the building. Quantum fluctuations. 3, 2, 1. A brilliant flash of blue-white light erupted around the ship. For a microsecond, reality itself seemed to bend and twist. The horizon didn't move through space so much as it folded space around itself, creating a momentary bridge between impossible distances. When the light faded, the ship had traveled millions of light years in what felt like an instant. Star charts on the main display rapidly updated, showing their new position at the edge of known galactic mapping. "Quantum jump complete," Sung Woo confirmed. "All systems nominal." Captain Park allowed herself a small smile. Humanity had just demonstrated a technological leap that would reshape galactic understanding. This wasn't just a mission of exploration. It was a statement of human capability. The ship's sensors began scanning the surrounding space. Unknown star systems twinkled in the distance, each one a potential new frontier. Massive gas giants, distant nebulae, and unexplored planetary systems waited to be discovered. "Initial scans show multiple uncharted star systems," reported Hai Kim, detecting complex energy signatures in Sector 7 Gamma. Jay walked closer to the main display, studying the intricate data patterns. Something about those energy signatures felt different. Not just unknown, but potentially intelligent. "Prepare detailed scanning protocols," she instructed. "I want comprehensive data on those energy readings." The crew moved with synchronized efficiency. Years of training had prepared them for precisely this moment. First contact with the unknown. Massive scanning arrays extended from the horizon's hull, sending out carefully calibrated probes that would gather information without revealing the ship's full technological capabilities. Each probe was a marvel of human engineering, capable of analyzing complex quantum signatures and biological indicators. Sung Woo's station lit up with incoming data. "Captain, preliminary analysis suggests potential artificial structures approximately 2.3 million kilometers from our current position." The implication hung in the air. Artificial structures meant only one thing: they weren't alone. Captain Park remained calm, her decades of military and exploratory experience keeping her emotions in check. This was more than a mission. This was humanity's first real step into a larger, more complex universe. The horizon drifted silently, a testament to human engineering and ambition. Its quantum drives hummed softly, ready to respond to any potential threat or opportunity. Sophisticated defense systems were powered, but hidden, a sleeping giant waiting to be awakened if necessary. Outside, the unknown beckoned. Distant stars continued their ancient dance, indifferent to the momentous arrival of this human vessel that would soon change everything. The alien vessels approached slowly, their strange metallic shapes unlike anything humans had previously encountered. Each ship moved with a calculated grace, surrounding the horizon in a loose formation that suggested both curiosity and caution. Captain J. Park watched the display carefully. Her fingers traced the edge of her command chair, a small gesture that betrayed her internal tension. Around her, the bridge crew remained absolutely still, each person focused on their specific monitoring station. Hai Kim's communication panel erupted with strange signals. Complex mathematical patterns and geometric waveforms danced across her screens. First contact communication attempts from the alien vessels. These were not random transmissions, but carefully constructed messages designed to establish basic understanding. Multiple communication channels incoming, Hai reported. Her fingers moved quickly, running translation algorithms that had been developed over decades of xenolinguistic research. Sung Woo kept weapon systems powered down but ready. The tactical display showed multiple potential threat vectors, each monitored with precision. One wrong move could trigger an interstellar incident. The largest alien vessel, a massive construct with crystalline sections that seemed to shift and change, moved closer. Its exterior reflected starlight in impossible colors, blues that shouldn't exist, purples that seemed to shimmer between solid and liquid states. "They're attempting direct communication," Hai said, her voice calm. "Initial patterns suggest a collaborative approach." Captain Park raised her hand slightly, a signal for measured response. Humanity had prepared for this moment through countless simulations and theoretical discussions. First contact was not about aggression but understanding. A holographic projection suddenly appeared on the bridge. The alien form was complex, multiple limb-like structures that moved with fluid intelligence. Its body seemed to be composed of interconnected energy patterns rather than solid matter. "Greetings, travelers," the projection stated. The words emerged in perfect, unaccented human language, a technological feat that immediately demonstrated the aliens' advanced communication capabilities. Jay stepped forward. Her posture was relaxed but professional. "We come in peace and with scientific curiosity," she responded, choosing words carefully. The alien form shifted, its energy patterns, creating complex geometric shapes that suggested emotional responses beyond human comprehension. It was studying them, analyzing every microscopic detail of the human interaction. Sung Woo's tactical displays showed the alien ships maintaining a perfect defensive formation. Their weapon systems were powered, but not actively targeting. This was a diplomatic dance, a careful negotiation of potential threat and potential friendship. "Your vessel demonstrates unusual technological signatures," the alien projection stated. There was no hostility in the statement, merely observation. Captain Park allowed herself a slight smile. The horizon represented humanity's most advanced technological achievement, a quantum-adaptive battleship that could reshape space itself. But right now, diplomacy was the primary mission. "We are explorers," Jay responded. Seeking knowledge and potential collaboration, the alien form seemed to consider this. Its energy patterns fluctuated, creating complex visual representations that suggested deep internal processing. This was not a simple conversation, but a multi-layered exchange of information and intent. Chai continued monitoring communication channels. Secondary data streams provided additional context. Biological readings, technological assessments, cultural inference algorithms all working simultaneously. Outside the ship, the alien vessels maintained their perfect formation. Stars continued their ancient dance, indifferent to this momentous meeting between two intelligent civilizations. Minutes passed. Each second was filled with potential. Potential conflict, potential understanding, potential transformation of galactic knowledge. The alien projection continued its analysis. Humanity waited, representing millions of years of evolutionary development, technological progress, and interstellar ambition. First contact was never about a single moment. It was about understanding, about recognizing the profound complexity of intelligent life in a vast, mysterious universe. and the horizon stood ready, a bridge between the known and the unknown, human determination wrapped in advanced technological potential. The universe watched and waited. The alien squadron approached with aggressive intent, their weapon systems powering up in a clear challenge to the horizon. Sharp-edged vessels formed a triangular attack formation, energy signatures building to dangerous levels. Captain J. Park remained calm. Her eyes tracked the incoming threat with calculated precision. "Tactical assessment," she said quietly. Sung Woo's fingers danced across his console. 11 vessels, advanced plasma-based weaponry, estimated time to first strike 47 seconds. The bridge crew moved with practiced efficiency. No panic, no fear, just pure, focused preparation. Outside the ship's reinforced windows, space itself seemed to hold its breath. The alien vessels continued their approach, clearly expecting a traditional defensive response. They would be disappointed. As the first energy pulse erupted from the lead alien ship, the horizon simply shifted. Not a traditional movement, but a quantum displacement that made the weapon pass harmlessly through empty space. "Weapon tracking engaged," Sung Woo reported. The response was surgical. Not destruction, not total annihilation, but a precise demonstration of technological superiority that would send a clear message. Quantum adaptive beams struck each alien vessel. These were not weapons of war, but instruments of precise technological communication. Each ship's primary system was temporarily disabled, not destroyed, but suspended. Propulsion, communication, energy generation, all stopped simultaneously. The alien vessels hung motionless, disabled but unharmed. A single communication burst emerged from the horizon. No words, just a complex mathematical sequence that translated into a simple message. "We could have destroyed you. We chose not to." Hai Kim monitored the communication channels. The alien response was immediate, a mixture of shock, fear, and profound respect. Captain Park watched the display. Her expression remained neutral, but her eyes carried a hint of satisfaction. Humanity had just rewritten the rules of galactic engagement. The quantum beams continued their precise work. Each alien vessel remained perfectly preserved, its crew unharmed but completely immobilized. A demonstration of power without violence. Sung Woo's tactical display showed multiple data streams. "Complete system suspension achieved," he reported. "No structural damage. No life signs threatened." Minutes passed. The alien vessels drifted silently, a testament to human technological capability. The message was clear. Humanity could neutralize an entire attack force without firing a single destructive weapon. Power was not about destruction. Power was about precise, calculated control. Captain J. Park stepped closer to the main display. Her reflection appeared against the star field, a human face representing millions of years of evolutionary progress. "Return systems to minimal functionality," she instructed. Sung Woo nodded. The quantum beams began their withdrawal, slowly reactivating critical systems in the alien vessels. Propulsion, communication, energy generation. One by one, the alien ships regained functionality. But they would never be the same. They had witnessed something beyond their comprehension. The lead alien vessel's communication system crackled to life. What just happened?" The message was pure confusion, mixed with an underlying tone of profound respect. Hai Kim prepared the response. "A demonstration," she transmitted simply. No additional explanation was needed. The alien squadron began a slow retreat. Their formation was no longer aggressive. Now it resembled something closer to careful respect. Captain Park allowed herself a small smile. Diplomacy through technological demonstration, a uniquely human approach to first contact. The horizon continued its journey. Stars moved past its reinforced windows. Another page in humanity's interstellar story had been written, not with violence, not with destruction, but with a precise, calculated display of potential. The universe watched, and humanity had made its statement. The communication chamber of the horizon hummed with quiet tension. Representatives from multiple alien civilizations sat around a circular table, their various forms a testament to the galaxy's biological diversity. Captain J. Park stood at the center, her posture straight, but not rigid. She carried no weapons, yet her presence suggested more power than any physical armament. The collective representative, a being composed of interconnected energy patterns, spoke first. Your demonstration was unexpected. Jay's response was measured. Diplomacy requires clear communication. We communicate through capability, not threats. Sung Woo monitored the communication systems, tracking subtle linguistic and biological responses. Each alien representative's physiological signals told a story beyond their spoken words. The Quantum Confederation's delegate, a crystalline entity that shifted colors with emotional states, leaned forward. Its translucent form rippled with curiosity. What do humans want? A simple question. A complex answer. Knowledge, Jay responded. Resource exchange. Mutual understanding. The room fell silent. Humanity's approach was unlike anything these galactic civilizations had encountered. No demands, no territorial claims, just an open invitation to collaborate. Choi Kim's communication algorithms worked overtime, translating not just words but cultural nuances. Each species processed information differently. Humans had spent decades developing translation technologies that understood these subtle differences. The biological consortium representative, a creature that seemed part organic, part technological, challenged her. Your technology suggests potential military dominance. Why offer cooperation? Jay's smile was subtle. Because advancement comes through understanding, not conquest. Data streams began flowing. Star charts, resource maps, technological specifications. Humanity offered complete transparency, a revolutionary concept in galactic diplomacy. The alien representatives studied the information. Complex holographic displays showed human technological achievements, quantum drive systems, adaptive energy, networks, biological restoration technologies. Each specification was a statement. We are advanced, we are peaceful, we are willing to share. Sung Woo's tactical systems remained powered down. No aggressive postures, no hidden threats, just an open invitation to dialogue. The collective representative's energy pattern suggested internal debate. Your proposal is unprecedented. Trade routes began taking shape. Resource exchange protocols emerged. Technological collaboration frameworks developed in real time. Humanity wasn't just negotiating, they were redesigning galactic interaction models. Hours passed. The negotiation continued. Each alien civilization recognized something profound was happening. This wasn't traditional diplomacy. This was a fundamental reimagining of interstellar relationships. We offer partnership, Jay stated. Not domination. The words carried weight. Historical context. A civilization that had almost destroyed itself, then chosen a path of collaborative growth. Holographic displays showed human historical progression, technological leaps, environmental restoration, social evolution. Not a story of constant warfare, but of learning and adaptation. The Quantum Confederation's delegate made a decision. We accept initial collaboration protocols. Cheers might have erupted on a human vessel. Here there was only quiet acknowledgement. Profound shifts happened in silence, not celebration. Resource exchange agreements took shape. Scientific collaboration protocols emerged. Communication networks would be established, connecting civilizations that had previously existed in isolation. Captain J. Park watched the proceedings. She represented something larger than herself. Humanity's potential, humanity's capacity for growth. As negotiations concluded, the alien representatives looked different. Not defeated, not conquered, but transformed. They had encountered something unexpected, a civilization that offered power through cooperation, not violence. The horizon continued its journey. Another star system approached, another potential opportunity for understanding. The horizon moved silently through unexplored star systems, leaving behind a transformed galactic landscape. Decades had passed since that first remarkable encounter, and humanity's influence had spread quietly but definitively. Captain J. Park, now a legendary figure in interstellar diplomacy, watched from the bridge. Her hair had turned silver, but her eyes remained sharp and focused. Alien civilization spoke about humans in hushed, respectful tones, not as conquerors, not as threats, but as unexpected partners who had fundamentally changed galactic dynamics. Technological exchanges had reshaped entire planetary systems. Worlds that once struggled with environmental challenges now flourished. Communication networks connected civilizations that had existed in isolation for millennia. Sung Woo, now a senior diplomatic advisor, reviewed historical records. The transformation was subtle but profound. Humanity had not conquered. They had invited. The quantum communication networks hummed with collaborative research, medical breakthroughs, environmental restoration technologies, energy systems that regenerated instead of depleted. Young alien scientists studied human historical records with fascination. A civilization that had nearly destroyed itself, then chosen a path of collective growth and understanding. Shai Kim's communication algorithms had become the standard for interstellar dialogue. Translation was no longer about words, but about understanding cultural nuances, emotional contexts, philosophical frameworks. The horizon continued its journey, a symbol of exploration, a reminder of what was possible when intelligence chose cooperation over conflict. Alien civilizations had initially feared humanity's technological potential. Now they recognized it as a collaborative opportunity. Resource exchanges became more than economic transactions. They were cultural conversations, shared knowledge, mutual growth. Planetary systems that once existed in conflict now worked together. Complex diplomatic networks emerged with humanity as a quiet, steady facilitator. Captain Park watched a holographic display showing intergalactic communication routes. Each line represented not just a data stream, but a relationship, a connection. The quantum drives hummed softly. The ship carried more than technology. It carried a philosophy, an approach to existence that went beyond traditional competitive models. Younger human crews looked at her with respect, not just as a military leader, but as a representative of a fundamental shift in galactic understanding. The alien collective had renamed human diplomatic approaches. Adaptive collaboration became a standard term in interstellar negotiations. Technological museums across multiple star systems now displayed records of that first encounter, the moment when humanity demonstrated power through restraint, through invitation. Sung Woo's historical analyses showed a remarkable trend. Conflict rates between civilizations had dropped dramatically. Collaborative research had increased exponentially. The horizon represented more than a ship. It was a moving symbol of potential, of what intelligent life could achieve when it chose understanding over competition. Alien children learned about humans in their educational systems, not as distant, threatening beings, but as unexpected partners in collective growth. Captain Park allowed herself a small smile. They had done something remarkable, transformed galactic interactions without firing a single aggressive weapon. The ship continued its journey. Another star system approached. Another potential connection waited. Communication. Networks continued their constant dance. Data streams, cultural exchanges, shared knowledge. Humanity had arrived in the galaxy, not with conquest, not with destruction, but with an unexpected, powerful invitation to grow together. The stars continued their ancient dance. But something had changed. The universe felt different, more connected, more hopeful. The horizon moved forward, always forward.